So y'all, cousin Bello done finally came to his senses. Now the timing was a little reckless and shady, but I guarantee you it saved his ass about $10,000. Okay, let's keep it real. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Now, did he come to his senses? Oh, that's my other question. Was did he come to his senses, or was he playing her the whole damn time? And Dom, you ain't no victim, okay? And I'm gonna break that down exactly why you're not. So please, 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 come in here, y'all. Get in here. Let's talk about this Ready to Love reunion and all this foreseen, very foreseen train wreck between Dominique and Bello. All right, y'all? So check it. Listen, listen, listen. Peace, peace, cousin. It's your cousin Reebell, aka The Voice. And I have an opinion about every damn thing. Everything. Okay? Everything. And this is Reebell Radio presents a reality recap. Yep, thank you. Yep. This is your weekly dose of reality TV, pop culture, entertainment news, advice, and hot topics. And so for tonight's reality recap, I'm on Ready to Love Detroit season 11, season 11, episode 13 is the reunion part 1, and I'm just talking about Dominique and Bello, and there's just Dominique and Bello. So, and I'm going to get to that in just a sec. But in the meantime, smash the like button and subscribe with the bell so you don't miss none of my commentary on this and other reality shows and situations. All right? Okay, so bust it. Okay, so y'all, it's a reunion, and I am so hyped. Like I said in my last review, I am so hyped. I couldn't wait to see this. I couldn't wait to get on here and talk to y'all, talk with y'all about this. And I'm gonna jump right on into it. And just to be clear, like I said, I did my other this review. I just broke down. I'm just talking about Bello and Dom on this one, Bello and Dominique, and I cut it this way because I just didn't want it to be too long. But I also just did my other review with Donna and Vince and that whole mess, child, that whole mess. So the link is in my bio. So make sure you check that out as soon as you're done with this one. And I had a lot to say about that situation with them. So definitely go over there and check that out when you're done with this one. Okay. Okay. So look, yeah. So Bello told Dom, he done told Dom to child to kick rock. Yes, he did. He sure did. So basically, this is how it started, and this is how it's going. Again, this is how it started. My man. And this is how it's going. Because what you did to me, I don't like that. What you did to me, I don't fuck with that. That's where we are. That's where we are. And I mean, who's really shocked about it? Let's keep it a buck. Who's really shocked about this? Like, seriously? Not me. Who's shocked? I'll wait. Y'all tell me. Who's shocked? Anyway, so let me just, okay, Tommy asked them how their relationship was going, and she said, yeah, it was going well. After the finale, she was like, we were seeing each other 2-3 times a week. He met my family, he met my kids. Everything was smooth sailing, and she's just talking in past tense, and Tommy clocks that T, and Tommy says, hold on. You talking in past tense. I'm hearing a lot of, past tense. We was this, we did that, we used to this. And she says, oh yeah. I'm talking in past tense because it's over. We not together no more. And again, who's really shocked at this? Come on now. I'll wait. Who is shocked? I almost did. Y'all, and I know y'all ain't shocked either because y'all was up on it just like me. Y'all clocked the same T I did. Y'all know y'all clocked that T, child. So look, she said on Christmas Eve, he called her, everything was good. But then he told her he was considering everything that was going on and that she's just not for him. He was just like, yo, you not for me. This ain't for me. None of this is for me. And she's like, wait, hold on. What you mean? I'm not for you. What you mean you don't want this? What you mean you don't want me? What is going on? She was like, we was just smashing a day ago. It was just all good a day ago. She was just in my bed. Ciao. Lord. Oh, she's like, yeah, everything was good. We wasn't having no argument. What is happening? And Bello told her, I just don't think you fit my future. I want a wife and I want children, and I just don't see that from you. This is what he told Dominique. The day has come. Like, he finally opened up his eyes and he's telling her this now. Bello said he was like really enthralled with her, and that he never really stopped to think about what he really wanted in the relationship and what he really wanted um when he's thinking about what his ideal relationship is, right? That's what he said. He never really thought about it until now. He said he wasn't honoring none of what he really wanted. And I'm like, ding ding fucking ding. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for waking up. Thank you. We've been saying this for good, what, months now. Like, damn, your brother saw it, everybody saw it, but you sitting up here just lost, right? So I said this in my last review, and the one before that, and the one before that. So y'all can go back and check those out. Just go back and listen. I said all this. I said once Bello stops thinking with his private part brain, the D, aka the D, y'all know what I'm talking about, and the thrill of smashing, Dominique is over, and he's gonna realize, she cannot give him what he really wants in a relationship, and that she's really not for him. I said this. I said it once. I said it twice. I said it 1,000 times. Every time I did a review, I said this shit. I said the same thing over and over and over. Because for the millionth time, y'all, all they had was a superficial situation, never nothing deep. It was always like that external stuff, And you can't really build on that. That's cool for the moment. That's cool for the fun, but that's all it's good for. And I knew once he got tired of the sex, which, I mean, come on, a man like Bello could get sex anywhere. Dominique, I think she thought maybe that's what was going to hold it down for him. But you can't keep a man with sex. Not today when it's everywhere. Not when it's all over the place. The ass is everywhere. Like, you can't keep a man with that. And she should know that at her big age. Like, come on now. So I knew that once he got tired of the smashing and all that he was just gonna be moving on. This is nothing new to me. Now, keep it real. I mean, the BS is really how he did it 2 days before Christmas. That was kind of shady. But did y'all clock that tea? I clocked it. And everybody knows that the best time to break up with somebody when you ain't trying to spend no money on them is right before Christmas. You better do it. How many times have y'all seen stories about women, and men, I guess, but mostly women, talking about how, oh, and it was 2 days before my birthday or the day before my birthday, and he broke up with me. Oh, it was the day before Valentine's Day and he broke up with me. The day before Christmas, he broke up with me. Bello just did the same damn thing. He ran that same play on Dominique. But to be honest, I'm gonna keep it real. And some of y'all may not like this, but I mean, I don't blame him, to be honest. I mean, to me, allegedly, I don't know this. I'm just guessing, I'm just guessing. But she was probably wanting something or expecting some extravagant, crazy, expensive ass gift, tens of thousands of dollars. And Bello's like, look, I ain't got it right now. He probably knew he ain't have it right now. I mean, because look, Bello's at a point in his life. What is he, like 36 or something, 35, 36? He's still, he's still young. He's still building. He's still, setting up his financial future. You know what I'm saying? He's still setting himself up. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't really got time for somebody, I'm just saying, he don't have time for somebody to be running his pockets right now. He really don't. Especially somebody who's used to that life, some ex-girlfriend or ex-wife of a baller, from when she was back in her 20s running it, you know what I'm saying, that she ain't gonna ever have again, but trying to do it in 2025, 26. Like, please stop. Bello don't got time for that. He don't need that. He don't need that. Y'all know cousin Bello don't need that. If he was y'all, now listen, if he was your brother, your son, your cousin, wouldn't you tell him that? When you tell him that, her expectations are gonna be crazy of you. I said it before, and it's all coming to fruition. Um, and I feel like she's trying to get that lifestyle back, but I'm like, good luck, girl. That was when you was young, child. That ain't happening no more. And Bello can't give you that right now because he's still building. So I think Bello did the right thing. I know it was messed up. Yeah, it was messed up 2 days before Christmas, but I'm so glad he came to his senses. I'm so glad. And honestly, I really don't care if it was right before Christmas because he probably, like I said, he probably saved himself $15,000-$20,000 because I'm pretty sure she was expecting something crazy. And I'm not saying she deserved this, y'all. I'm not saying Dominique deserved this, but I'm just saying again, if it was my cousin, my brother, I would have told him he did the right thing. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. And I'm gonna stand on that. And Dom said the reason for the timing, she called herself going in at him. She's like, the reason of the timing for you breaking up with me, she said it was because of his business and his finances. All I did was clapped at myself, child, because I'm so good at calling this out. In one of my previous reviews of this season, I said it. I might have said it twice, but I know I said it once. I said she's all in his face and she's being nice and smiling in his face because she's visualizing what's in his wallet. She's like visualizing the running of his pocket, like literally, right? And I bet, he said he's a developer. So, you say you're a real estate developer and you look at how he dressed and how he carry himself. So, you thinking what you thinking. Okay, I'm back. It's on. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get it. Is probably what she's thinking, right? And she's probably she's probably going to be expecting all types of things from him monetarily, but especially because of her past lifestyle, right? Her past lifestyle. And then I said, but when Bello is not able to give it to her or doesn't want to live up to the expectations that she has, either because he doesn't want to or because he can't, she gonna treat him real greasy. Just like she treat everybody else she has no use for. And lo and behold, is that not what she is doing right here, right now? Child, I'll be calling it. Don't tell me I don't be calling it. And y'all called it too. I'm not, it didn't take a genius to figure this out, right? It didn't take a genius, but I did call it out. I did call it. And she said his future is in disarray. She said, your future is in disarray. You want to be a provider, but you can't. You feel inadequate. That's why you doing all of this. This is what she said. And it's like, boom. She's attacking his finances. She's attacking his ability to be a provider because he cannot provide on the level of her expectations, just like I said. Her expectations of, what she wanted him to do for her financially, it just didn't live up to what she wanted. And I knew it wouldn't because, number one, Bello ain't no ball. He's not a ball player. Like, he ain't no ball player. He ain't in the NFL. He ain't in the NBA. He works hard for his money. He's building his money up. He works right now, child. And Dom just wants, she just want to take. Even though she sat there and she's like, no, whatever I require, I can give myself. And shut your ass up. Just shut up. She just wants to take. She just want to know, what can you give her? Like I said, she's just like that girl, Christina, but she was being a little more diplomatic about it. But I knew the diplomacy was not going to last when it didn't live up to her expectations. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And I knew, so anyway, I knew this wasn't going to work just for that reason alone. And I told you she was going to try to run his pocket. She's making this all about his finances. And maybe his finances are in disarray, but can his finances can he build? Right? Can he build? Can a brother build? Just because he don't want to give you this and give you that and he want to say, can he build? Why are you mad? Why are you mad? And she called herself reading him, and eating, right? But Bello's just kind of sitting there like, man, whatever. Whatever. She going in and he looks so indifferent and he looks so drained. She's all like, you need to stand on business about me. You ain't no leader. You ain't gonna put this on me. This ain't about me. It's cause your finances is fucked up. You can't get it. Your shit is into. She's saying all of this stuff. You should have met my family. You should have met my children. You should, and she slipped out and said, and you had a girlfriend? He had a what? He had a what? Like what? Now, here's real quick, and I'm gonna let this go and be done with this because we don't got to talk about this all night because we've been talking about this same shit for the past 13 damn weeks. We all knew this from day one. At least I know I did, right? So I have to say the reason why I said Dominique is not a victim, like she's trying to play, she's sitting up there. I didn't deserve this, and this ain't right, and this ain't fair. What you did to me, I don't fuck with that. Now, I'm not saying she deserved it, but I gotta say, Dominique, let's examine your part in this fiasco, right? You're not a victim, Ma. You're not a victim. Let's start from the beginning because you acted like a victim, but you played a part in your own demise. You did. You did. Let's go down the list. Okay. First of all, you chose Bello before he could even choose you. You was acting thirsty. It's like you saw him, you saw how he was, presenting himself, and you just got a flashback. You got a flashback. You was like, oh, it's okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You just clamped down on him. And it's like when y'all talked about here's my thing, the biggest thing. When y'all sat down and really started talking about the relationship and what y'all both wanted out of it, and he told you as soon as he said he wanted a son and you knew you couldn't give it to him, girl, you should have bowed out gracefully right then and there. No, seriously. And that's no shade. I'm not trying to be funny. I kept saying, y'all can go back to all of my reviews. I said this in all of my recaps. I said the problem, the biggest one, not just, it was so many problems with them. But I said one of the biggest things is this man wants a son. This girl says she don't want to. This lady says she can't have kids. That's a fucking problem. Like, hello. Hello. Anybody there? Like, when he said that, was talking to that baby, said she should have bowed out gracefully, but no, she stuck around for her own greedy purposes. And Dominique, you're a grown ass woman, and you couldn't see that just for that one thing alone was enough for you to pump the brakes, even if he was just like trying to be like, no, it's okay, which he wasn't, but you should have pumped your own brakes. You should have pumped your own brakes and said, you know what? I see what he asked for. I can't give it to him. So I'm going to just let this go. I know I'm not what he needs. So I'm just going to let this go. But you didn't do that. And you know why you didn't do that? Because you're self-centered. You are so self-centered. You couldn't even say. And it's not that you're inadequate just because you couldn't give him that. It doesn't make you less of a woman at all. It just means that you have done what you've done. You got grown ass kids. I think that's what she said. Allegedly, I don't know. This lady, I don't know her business. I didn't even go digging and fishing because I don't care. But she's got kids. And so you've done that. And so he hasn't done that. So that was your chance as a grown ass woman to say, you know what? We're in two different situations. Let me not do this. This won't be fair to him. Right? But no, because of your self-centeredness, you just let it ride. And then now here we are. Him telling you what you already knew from day one, right? And Bello, he was on a dating show trying to work through other connections, right? But you didn't even allow him to do that shit in peace, sis. You didn't. You made your decision. So it's like I'm not going to say you forced him, right? I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say you led him with things. You were leading with things. You were leading with everything. You made your decision, but it's like you didn't allow him to fully make his decision. You just made your decision. You put the clamp on him, and it's like you left him no choice. It seemed like every move that y'all was making, it was at your pace. It was your move, and it wasn't his move. After a while, I was questioning the existence of his choice of you. Just as a whole, I couldn't even see it. I'm like, is he really choosing her? Or is he just going along with what is happening here? Because I couldn't even see it. I couldn't even see it. All I saw was what you wanted. All I saw was all the moves that you were making and all the decisions that you were making with him and for y'all with him, right? That's all I saw. And I felt like he was just going along with whatever. I didn't see him taking the lead on nothing and you following. I saw you just leading him and he's just going along with it. You didn't allow Bello to lead. That's a problem. That's a problem. I think that Dominique wants to rehash her baller lifestyle really bad. Like really bad. But the problem is, Dominique, you're not 20 anymore. Newsflash. And you're actually probably invisible to those dudes because, I mean, let's be real. Past the smash, you know what I'm saying? You got competition. You competing with girls half your age. Why even bother with that? I feel like you need to let that go. And there are times when Lauren was around and you was acting like Bello was your husband. It was like you were having like PTSD. You was ready to jump down Lauren's throat for some shit that somebody did to you back in the day when you was with your other baller dude. It was crazy to watch it. You were like unraveling for no reason. So girl, I'm so sorry this didn't work out for you. I'm sorry about the timing and everything, but child, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Helen Keller, they all could see this train wreck from the start. They all could see this. And you could see it. That's the thing is I know you had to see it. But you're so self-centered and you so all about you that you didn't want to do nothing about it. You just felt like, you know what? I got this. I got these feminine wiles. I'm gonna throw this thing on him. I'm gonna cook for him. Girl, that shit don't work. That shit don't work. You didn't let Bello choose. You led everything, and a woman is really not supposed to do that. I mean, right? So, Dominique, honestly, I think you should go to therapy because on the outside, I do see an attractive lady. I'm not going to take nothing away from you. You carry yourself nicely. You dress really nicely. And that's what when I see you, I see that, right? But I also see insecurity. And I also see possessiveness. And I also see anger. And I also see desperation. Even though you play like, because I ain't chasing no man. And I ain't, girl, you ain't got to chase him. You just putting your clamps on and you just leading his ass around. What's the difference? He don't get it's like he ain't got no say so in nothing. What's the difference? So I see desperation. And I also see a person that may have been hurt a lot. I know you deal in that lifestyle, you deal with them type of dudes. It's a lot of junk that comes around, a lot of stuff you got to go through, a lot of arguing, fussing and fighting and competing and just all of that stuff. I think you need to reconcile. I think, I think Dominique definitely needs to reconcile with the fact that her past, it may not be her future. And that her options have changed, period. And it's just not like it used to be. She needs to just come to terms with that and go to therapy and do some soul searching and heal. You know what I'm saying? Shed that angry, self-centered, like mean-spirited side that's all up and through you. She needs to shed that. Just shed it. Go to therapy and reflect and shed that shit. Go heal, girl, for real. Do some self-reflecting and see your part in this train wreck in this train wreck, so it doesn't happen again, and so you can stop acting like a victim, because you're not a victim here. You're not a victim, boo. You're not. I'm not saying you deserved it. I'm not saying that, but you are not the victim that you are playing here. You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah, you shouldn't have met my family, you shouldn't have met my kids, but whose idea was it? Who brought them over to the house? Who brought them over? Because I just can't see Bello saying, hey, let me go meet your mom and dad. Hey, let me meet your kids. I doubt it. I honestly, seriously doubt it. That was your idea. That was you bringing him around. This was all you. This was all you. So you gotta take your time. Dominique has got to sit down and reflect and see her part in this. She has to see her part in this and acknowledge it and accept it so that she can change and grow. Otherwise, she gonna do the same thing to somebody else. And yes, Bellow's timing was inconsiderate and it was shady. I already said that. But he wouldn't even have been able to do this to you, Dominique, if you had accepted the truths about yourself and about the relationship from the jump and just bowed out. And or treated it like it was. Just some fun. No future. Just some fun. Because that's all it was. That's all y'all had. Everybody saw this. That's all y'all had, that superficial thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all definitely had a chemistry. Y'all definitely had an attraction, but that's all it was. There was no future in it. And I mean, you had to know that. Like, even if you didn't want to see it, like, I know when you're alone, unless you just like completely just oblivious to things and the way life is. I know when you by yourself sitting there sipping your wine or whatever you drink, you have to notice, you have to see this. I just know it. You too old to not notice and see this stuff, girl. You should have jumped ship when he started talking about family and kids and wanting a son. You should have just said, I'm out. This is where I'm gonna just let you do your thing. So that's it. That's it. That's all. I'm gonna let this thing go. I don't want to talk about this all night. There's no need to do that because, like I said, I done went in on all. Go back to all of my reviews, and you will hear everything I've had to say about them along the way. This shit ain't nothing new. I am not surprised, and I don't think anybody else is. So she can sit here and act shocked and play victim all she want, but it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. She played a part in this. She played a big, major part in this. Seriously, she did. So that's it. That's all, y'all. Definitely jump down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Is Dom a victim? Is Dominique a victim? Shouldn't she have saw this coming or not? I mean, maybe I'm being too hard. I don't think so. But if you think I'm being too hard, let me know. And are you glad that Bello came to his senses finally? And did he really come to his senses, or was he playing her the whole damn time? And should he have done it sooner, should he have waited till after Christmas? Did he do that to avoid buying her that gift, or just to avoid her gift expectation? That's what I think. Do y'all think that's what he did? That's a typical male play. Oh, he just ran a play. Come on now, we've seen that a million times. Okay. All right, so that's it. That's all, y'all. Again, cousins, it's your cousin Reebell, aka The Voice. Smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Definitely share the video. Share this video and talk about this with your people, because y'all know y'all been saying the same thing. Y'all know y'all been saying this. And let's definitely do it again. Come back for part 2, because it's not over. We still got more to talk about. We still got some more situations and some people to gather, right? And don't forget, go down in the link in my bio, and check out the review that I did for the portion of the reunion that had to do with just Vince and Donna and Lauren and Nicole, that whole debacle, child. Click the link and check that out too. But in the meantime, you guys, I will talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all for coming out. Be safe. Thank y'all for showing support. Thank y'all for coming to my channel and supporting my channel. Thank you for subscribing and helping my channel to grow. I really, really, really appreciate it. Stay inside, be safe, be warm. It's a lot of, the weather is bugging. Everybody, please be safe. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.